select. This is the Braves Toy Review. I am your host, Brave, and today we're taking a look at the Takara MP30 Ratchet Cybertron Medic. So this is a repaint of the Ironhide mold, which is there. And you know what? When I first did my review of the Ironhide, I had some issues with it, but he since grew on me. And so I had to go in on the Ratchet. And it's quite pleasing. For those of you who have already have Ironhide and who have already seen my review on Ironhide, this is pretty much just going through the motions again for the sake of Ratchet and some other equipment that was added. For those of you who are thinking or considering still deliberating on which of these you will go in, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how good this figure actually is. Even though I spent a lot of time talking a bunch of shit about that one when it first came out and we was first seeing pics. So let's get right into it, right? So still, wheels are plastic. They're not rubber or anything like that. But I mean, hey, what you gonna do? You get the in the front here, you get the little homage to the G1 with the little funny looking face that's just in the windshield like that. I mean, it's white. What can you say? It's white. It's white and it's paneled with a nice bit of red going across here. Headlights clear plastic, translucent. Windshields a light blue. Not too bad. I mean, you see inside, you can see all of the little mechanics and stuff inside, but it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. You do get the Autobot sticker on the front there. I like the headlights. I am a fan of the front of the vehicle. It's the same case with the Ironhide. I just like the way the chrome looks there. It looks really good with the yellow there and there. And then on the back here, you get these nice little translucent tail lights. You get a little space here where you could put your what do you call it? Your license plate sticker if you had one. A little bit of chrome down here. So, and you get a little bit of red here and there to break up some of the white. But I mean, he's white. He's white. He's white. He is Ratchet. So what are you gonna do? I like the silver here for the handles on the door as well, and then on the sliding door here. It's just really gappy. The paneling, and I've not transformed this guy yet, so it's just fresh out the box like that. So, and then you have the wipers here as well. I remember someone saying something about Ratchet or one of these guys having wipers that actually worked. I don't know. I'm not gonna mess up my shit to see, but yeah. So and here you can kind of just push this down because you can insert weapons and stuff inside of here. Right, and so you kind of just push this down, so possibly for the transformation, but also to give clearance for the weapon that'll fit on top of there. So what you do to put the weapon inside of here is this is pretty cool. It's kind of on a springy mechanism here, right? So you push that in and then push it forward, in and forward, and that gives you the kind of clearance area here. And then you flip that up, and you get this little peg slot area there, and you can put your weapon of choice on the top there. I'm not sure which weapon to please you, but whatever weapon pleases you, you can put it there. Good job. All right, so that'll bring us to the accessories portion. Okay, so just like we saw with Ironhide, with Ratchet we get a number of accessories. Comes with this little blue thing, the little medic lifeline thing to let you know that the guy he's working on is still alive. You got the white sled here with some very familiar weapons and some not so familiar weapons. So you have the two pistols that came along with Ironhide. Then you have his little, you have that same long gun deal that came with Ironhide. And you have a weapon that's specific to Ratchet, which is cool. You have two wrenches here, and then you have a wrench here, and then you have his little soldering gun thing deal here. You have another one here. You have this bit here. You have this piece that works with that, and then you have the little rocket launcher. And in the directions, it describes this as a rocket launcher, but yet again, there's no spring mechanism, so it kind of just goes in, and you can use your imagination to make it flail across the world and fire at the enemy. Watch this. It's flailing. All right. Yeah, good job. Okay. And then on the bottom here, you can place your extra face, which I like that face. And I like the size of the, I don't know what you would call that, the forehead, head, mohawk, Transor Z thing or whatever the case is. And we'll get into the weapon holding once we get him transformed. He also comes with a direction manual. Good job. Comes with his collector card. Good job. And then he comes with a slew of medic stickers for Ratchet. Good job. So you have all of those things to make the party live and such and so. Okay, you also have the ability to store his weapons under the vehicle as well, in the same fashion as with Ironhide, whereas you would take the pistols and just kind of slide them in place there, and they hold pretty tight. So that's a cool little option if you choose to use it as well. And again, I originally there's a lot of things about this figure that I didn't like going in as far as when Ironhide was released that have grown on me. Like for instance, the sled. It I kind of appreciate it more now, and I'm just having a problem getting this freaking gun out. I kind of appreciate it more now because it gives you some place to put all of these deliciously plastic weapons and accessories they've given us. So yeah, that's always cool. It's always cool to have some place to store your stuff. I am a fan of storing stuff. This is like his own little collector area where he collects his tools. Yeah, all right. So transformation. So for transformation, start at the back. This is by the numbers. Gonna just go ahead and fold that up, and then you're gonna take these areas which will become the arms here. Kind of loosen them and fold those up on both sides, like so. Good job, good job. All right, go ahead and fold those arm pieces out like that. Bring these all the way up and bring that all the way up. I think for transformation, you should go ahead and put that headlight there. Those are the little ambulance light siren things up inside of there, and that'd be cool. And get them out the way. We'll go ahead and fold that forward, which brings out that head. Now you can see the robot coming alive in the way that robots do when they're transforming. Right, yeah. Now, by the directions, it tells you to go up under here at this point and start moving wheels around. You can choose to do that. You really don't have to do that, but since we're following the directions, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to take the wheels here, and we're going to fold them out, sort of, and then fold them in like that. So push it out like that. See that hinge there? Fold it in, and there we have that. All right, we're getting there. Go ahead and loosen that up. Take this bit right here, bring it around like that. It's going to snap in place nice and solid, nice and tight. Then you can bring this guy down because you created a space for him, and that comes right in there. And we'll do the same thing on the other side here. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. And then you can separate the feet from here, and they are joined pretty tight. That's some tight feet joining. Oh, they're so tight. Oh, so tight. And the reason why they're so tight is you can see that little, if you can see that nub, there's like a little bit of a lip on the top that just kind of makes it a little more secure. And boy, does it do its job, huh? Yeah, it does. It does its job all freaking day. Now we're going to veer from the directions just a little bit, just because, I've got a little bit of history with this guy. So go ahead and slide these little panels here out. You can see they're on little sliding hinges back inside of there. And that just kind of takes those things out of the way, right? Right, they do, right too. And then you can go ahead and bring this out, right? This portion here, okay, it's hard to see here. Okay, perfect. So under here, you can see there's a pin going through that portion there. That's because there's a hinge right here. So it's kind of awkward, but the best thing I can tell you is to pull this back with your thumb and kind of flip it out. And then you see it extends like that, right? So with this portion extended like this, you're going to take it, collapse it, and it's going to, these outer windshields are going to fit around these side windows here. So just kind of place it together like that. Now, when you do this, you want to push this portion forward with your finger, so it all kind of comes together. And you've got it right because these two areas will come together. You see how that's like at a slant? That's just right. That's just perfect. Okay, now with that done, you can take this lower windshield here and just kind of bring it up. And it fits into these tabs here. See those guys? Yeah, it just fits right in there. Fits right in there. Oh God, it's in there. It's good. It's good. All right, there you go. Oh shit, I forgot. Before you do that, take your finger while you still can and flip this guy out. Just like that. Now you got that little abdomen piece there that you see on Ironhide. Now you can bring that portion up and put that in place like that, and he's all set to go right there. You can bring those legs down, swinging these panels around like that, taking these guys here, pushing them in, and putting those butt cheek wheels where they need to be on his butt cheek. Yeah, because he likes wheels on his butt cheek. All right, and with that done, you can go ahead and extend these legs the rest of the way and rotate those around. You see what we're doing here? Do you see what we're doing here? Swivel this guy down like that, and it kind of clicks in place. Check it out. Watch this. Clicks into place just like that. And you take this portion here, and you can fold that out, and now you have your foot. Oh, yeah, he's got a foot there. So swivel this foot down in place. Take this guy, bring that out, and there you go. Now he's got that foot. And then, of course, you have your little ankle rocker there. So that's pretty good. And you got some good stepping motion, forward motion there. So there we go, and we're getting there. He's getting tall. He's growing up quickly before our eyes. Okay, once you got these guys up here, see these little guys here? Yeah, you're gonna just bring those down and kind of peg them down to hold those shoulders in place like that. Okay, so now we're gonna come up and focus on the arm pieces to finish this guy off, right, which is the shoulders. All right, let's take them to the back to give you a better view of it. All right, so pop those guys down. You see this little tab here, and you have two slots there, right? Coming from the alt mode, it tabs into the top one. Gonna bring those down like that. You can go ahead and swing these around. Now you can bring them to the front and just kind of bring them like that, all right? And now, when you tab it back in, and now, there you go. It's gonna go right back in there. Cool, there you go. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so here inside of this arm piece here, you can open that up just like that. Swing this down just like that. Swing it, and you have a hinge here. Swing it, there you go. Just swing it on down. Swing it on down, all right. And while you're at it, go ahead and fold that fist out. All righty, there you go. And then you bring this up, Bring this up, and then this is gonna tab into that slot. Just like that. Oh, isn't that nice? He's got such a nice arm. Yes, he does. These guys here always come off. It's not really a big deal. Just deal with it as you deal with it. Same thing on this side. There we go. Bring that fist on around. There we go. That's so nice. Wouldn't you agree? That's so nice. All right. And that is your ratchet for the most part. And he's a tall guy. He's not a little shorty cake. He's a tall guy. All right, so taking a look at this ratchet, and what can we say? But he is really white, really white. Although I do love the red and where the red is applied. So I like the red here and here. It really complements the white. It looks really good. You got your Autobot symbol there. Of course, you'll go later on and put your stickers on here and here. And voila, look at that. So I took a quick minute to put the stickers on. And I'm going to tell you straight up. So the way the stickers appear, you have the red, and then it's on a white background, a square. So when you put the sticker on, if you're a sticker Nazi and I'm not, then you kind of, you'll notice that little difference there between the sticker and the actual paint. I'm not a big sticker Nazi, so that doesn't really bother me. I mean, hell, I typically don't even put the stickers on, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that looks kind of decent, and now he feels a little more complete. He feels a little more ratchety. I may go and put the rest of the stickers on. I may not. Who knows? But yeah, so that's Ratchet. Oh no, he is the same figure, just a repaint. But I like him. You know, you have a different crotch here, which looks good because I've never been a fan of that. And again, you do have the flaps there on articulated points, on articulated hinge points here and here. So that's cool. Same articulation as Ironhide. So I'm not going to get too far into that. But what I will say is I am a fan of the articulation of this figure. I do like it. It's one of the best MPs that have been put out thus far. And again, I know I talked a lot of crap about the mold, but having to have time with it, it is one of my favorites. And now there's actually a third-party upgrade kit that's coming out for it that'll allow you to move those flaps up here and move those wheels where they should be as well. As of right now, it looks like the pre-orders for it is set for Ironhide because it comes with an extra face for him. I'm pretty sure if they're smart, they'll come on and do one for Ratchet as well. Now, let's take a look at him, dude. I dig that face mode. I really like his face sculpt. I like his face sculpt more than I like Ironhide's. Ironhide's isn't the worst, but it's something about this visor deal here that really pops for me. I like it. I like it a lot. The gray is a flat gray. Maybe a flat. Yes, a flat gray. Pretty cool. There's a little bit of gappage here in my helmet. I'm not sure what that's about. Possibly for taking off the face there. Oh, no. The face comes off like a champ because there's a peg behind it. Right there, if you're noticing, it just kind of slots in. So I'm not sure what that gappage is about. That might just be mine. Take a look at yours when you get it. I can only go off of what I have here in hand. And we'll put that other face on right quick just to see what it looks like. And now he's smiling because he's happy, Ratchet. He's a happy medic. Medics should always be happy to make you feel like you're going to survive whatever the issue is. So yeah, there you go. I don't like the idea of seeing that rear window wiper upside down like that. All right, just like with Ironhide, you've got this guy here. Fold that in and it plugs right into his back. That's Major League Stupid. I would never do that, but you may like it. I don't know. Whatever makes you happy, go for it, right? As far as holding his weapons goes, all right, so you got the pistol, which is just a flat silver, and it's a pretty cool scope. Nothing too impressive about it, but then nothing too lackluster about it either. It's pretty decent. Doesn't fit. Wasn't that fucking suck? Oh no, I'm in the wrong slot. I was plugged into I was trying to put in the wrong hole. Yeah. Now you go. You got a nice little tight fit. Weapons inside of the hand. And it fits in that slot nicely. Okay, so I'm not going to put Ironhide's pistols in there because I don't think they should go in there. All right, so you have a few other weapons that you can choose to plug in. I'm going to show you the wrenches. Check it out. There you go. You got a little gray on that wrench, and he has two of these. And they actually have the wrenches actually have their own names. They're given their own names in the manual. Two of these, and then you have one of these guys here. And you just kind of put it right there. And he just kind of holds it. Yeah, just like that. He just kind of holds it. All right, you can also take this little guy right here, plug it into this port right there, and it's now there to do weapon on forearm stuff for healing and stuff of that nature. Cool. And then, of course, he can hold this weapon too. We're not going to get into that. I mean, what's the point? And then here's the cool deal. You can open this up like so. One thing I'll point out, when you open it up, he has like a little keyboard deal on the inside of there. And that's kind of cool, right? So, yeah, I mean, there's no color there or anything like that, but it's there. So, hey, what are you going to say about that? And then you can close it back up like that. So, by virtue of this slot right here, you can take this weapon here, which is like his little other blowtorch tool, universal healing thing, and it's cool. It's like a light silver here, a darker gunmetal here. Nice, cool little mold. Little, I guess would be like the propane fuel thing there or whatever. I'm just making up some shit, right? Little indentures, but no other paint or anything like that on it. It is what it is, right? Two casted pieces put together to make a whole, right? Okay, so with that slotted piece there, you kind of just plug that on like that. Now, here's the question. Here's the question, fellow collector. Would you want yours on like this? Pop it off. Or would you want it on like that? Huh? Questions. Decisions. What makes you happy? The directions tell you one way to do it, but hey, this is your figure. You paid your money. You choose your style of plugging of apparatuses and such. All right, when you take this deal right here, which is this thing right here, right? And you kind of just put it on a nozzle there, right? And what it's supposed to mimic is, or give you the impression of, is him doing like firing like a blowtorch type laser type thing deal. Oh shit, it came off. There you go. It gives you like the whole like appearance of him firing a laser to repair something on somebody. Now here's another question, a really great question. I'm going to propose here. Can this fit on anything else? Yeah, so it can lightly fit on other things too. That looks kind of stupid, but yeah, it can still do it. So yeah, that's that. Great job. And then putting him next to his mold buddy there, or his spark brother, if you will, Ironhide. You can see they line up pretty well. As a matter of fact, why does it seem like? Am I just tripping? Or does it seem like Ratchet's a little bit taller? I might be bugging. I could be bugging. Nah, they're the same height. It's just probably the way where they're standing. Maybe, yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, there they are together. He's with his spark brother, looking pretty good. So that's my review of MP30 Ratchet. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for all the support. Hey, until the next time, enjoy your shit. This is Brave. Out of here. Out.